Hey, Jacob here from ABC. In this video, we are going over the most important attributes that you should know about when considering what rope to use. So let's dive in. Now the first thing you want to consider about your rope is what type of rope it is. There's several different kinds of construction that are common in window cleaning. Now one of the oldest and most common types of rope is a 3-strand rope. You'll see this a lot with people that are working on scaffolding as their backup line, and it's often a 5/8 inch rope. The next type of construction is solid braided, like the Sky Genie rope. They are very soft and you can tie very tight knots in them, but you'll feel that they're very mushy and easy to squish in your hand. The next main type is double braided, like this New England safety blue rope. It's called safety blue because the core is colored blue, and if you're able to see any blue showing through, it means it's time to replace that rope. Now, double braided rope is very bumpy. You can easily feel the texture with your hand. It originated from the arborist industry, where that bumpiness meant that the prussiks were able to grab on more easily. Prussiks aren't common in the window cleaning industry, but the rope is still crossed over and is very commonly used as a main or safety line. Lastly, the most common and highest performance type of rope is Kern Mantle. This is the newest kind of rope, and it's made of 2 separate pieces, the kern and the mantle. So you have a sheath wrapped around a core of the rope. The sheath provides protection and the core provides most of the strength, and the rope maintains its roundness really well, which means it works well with cam devices like a Petzl ID or Petzl ASAP rope grab. Now the next thing to consider about your rope is the material that it's made of. There's 2 common materials in rope, and that would be nylon and polyester. There's a few technical differences, but the most important thing to know is that polyester is less stretchy than nylon, so the more polyester that's in a rope, the more static it will be. Now the next thing you want to consider is how much your rope stretches. There's 3 main kinds of rope: dynamic, semi-static, and static. Dynamic rope is not appropriate for work. It's meant for recreational rock climbing and is very stretchy. Semi-static and static rope are both meant for work such as rope descent and window cleaning, and either one would be appropriate. In the window cleaning industry, static and semi-static are very commonly referred to simply as static rope altogether. That's fine because either is appropriate for window cleaning. The difference is that semi-static is a little bit stretchier than static rope, but again, either is fine for window cleaning, so it doesn't make much of a difference for rope descent work. Now in Kern Mantle rope, the rope is constructed of an outer sheath wrapped around a core. The carriers are the number of little bundles of fiber that are wrapped around the core. The more of these you have, the thinner the sheath becomes, but the softer and less bumpy it feels. Inversely, the less bundles there are, the thicker they have to be to cover the entire sheath, but the more protection they offer. A common term used to describe rope is hand. So hand refers to how soft the rope is, how easy it is to work with, how nice of knots you can tie in it. So the better the hand, the softer the rope is, and the easier it is to tie knots with. This is usually related to the number of carriers with a Kern Mantle rope, the material of the rope, and the diameter of the rope. The next thing to consider is what diameter your rope should be. So that's simply referring to how thick the rope is. In rope descent work, there are 3 main types of sizes. There's 7/16 inch or 11 millimeter, ½ inch or 12.5 to 13 millimeter, and 5/8 inch or 16 millimeter. It doesn't really matter which one you pick, it's really a matter of personal preference, so long as you make sure that the rope you select has the minimum strength that you need for your application, and that you pick devices such as descenders and rope grabs that are compatible with the diameter rope that you're using. The last thing to consider is what color rope you're going to use. Now, color doesn't make any functional difference, they all work the same way. It's just a matter of selecting rope that you can color code in a way that makes sense for your company or one that matches your personal preferences. White tends to be the least expensive because all of the other colors go through one extra manufacturing step, which makes them a little bit more expensive. So that was a little bit about rope. There's a lot more to learn, so check out the link in our description where we have an info page that goes into a lot more detail. And check out the product descriptions on each individual rope and you'll be able to see its stats and see if it's appropriate for you. If you like this video, we do lots more like them. Make sure to subscribe. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching.